Well, I'd like to share a story with you now from a book entitled Chicken Soup for the Chiropractic Soul. And we have our own awesome stories to tell here, but I want to share a story out of this book, and it's entitled Now I Know That Grandma Loves Me. And I was moved by it when I first read it over 10 years ago, and I know that you will be as well. And the story goes like this. Linda first came to our office a couple of weeks ago with chronic back pain. This back pain was started from a fall that she had taken about 3.5 years earlier. And fortunately, after a couple of weeks, her back pain was gone and she was back to her old self again. She was an avid gardener, so she was excited to be able to get back to her gardening and do that once again. She was also a very proud grandmother. The youngest grandchild was 2 years old. It's her granddaughter. And her grandchildren would love to go over to grandma's house and spend time with her during the weekends, and everybody loved it. Grandma loved it, the grandkids loved it, and of course the grandma's kids loved it because they could have some time off. This past weekend was a little bit different though. She remembers her son coming to pick the kids up, and before leaving, Grandma scoops up the youngest granddaughter, gives her a big old hug, and then sets her down, and then the grandchild looks up at Dad and says, "Now I know that Grandma loves me." And the dad looks down and says, "What are you talking about? Grandma's always loved you." And she looks up and she says, "No, everyone who loves me picks me up and gives me a hug. Now I know that Grandma loves me." And the grandma's just standing there watching, and tears come down her face because she, up until that point, hadn't been able to express her love in a way that her granddaughter could really feel or really experience. And that was her whole entire lifetime, which is a long time if you think about it, even though it was a couple of years. And what had prevented her, the back pain had prevented her from being able to bend down and pick up her grandchild. But chiropractic, the power of chiropractic, helped her to feel better so that now she could do that. And now the granddaughter knows that Grandma loves her.